I'd like to welcome everyone to the November 20th, 2017 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. If everyone would please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board. To my left is Gary Merrill, our Vice President. To my right is fellow Commissioner Barb Lewis, and Mike Fromer, our County Administrator, and Jen Walraven is our Clerk. So we can begin.
Resolution number 17-1232, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held November 16th, 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 17-1232. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment or elected official comment today, so that brings us to item number 4, resolution number 17-1233, in the matter of approving purchase orders and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1117 and procurement card payments in batch number PC APR 1117.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 17-1233. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1234, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 17-1234. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1235, in the matter of accepting and awarding the bid and approving the contract with B&L Packrat LLC for invitation to bid number 17-03, snow removal services for Delaware County.
So moved.
Discussion?
Good morning, John Melvin, Director of Facilities. Should note we did only receive one bid, and it is from our current contractor. When you take out the new courthouse from the list of properties, overall it's a 1% decrease in costs for the snow removal and a 21% decrease in costs for the salt application. So contract is overall a decrease from our last year's contract amount.
Okay. And it's 2 years.
We do a 2-year contract with 2 options to renew.
Okay.
Do note the contractor, while not perfect, is always responsive. If they damage anything, they are quick to repair it and upfront about everything. So they're good to work with.
Okay. All right. Vote?
Vote on motion 17-1235. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1236, in the matter of authorizing the acceptance of an award from the Ohio Attorney General Victims of Crime Act for the Victim Services Program and the Court-Appointed Special Advocate Program for Delaware County Juvenile Probate Court.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Good morning, Karen Watkins, Fiscal Coordinator for the Juvenile and Probate Court. These are our 2 programs held through the Ohio Attorney General's Office from the Victims of Crime Act. Both awards were awarded as proposed. It covers our CASA program, which is in both Delaware and Union County, and our Victim Services program operated here in just Delaware County.
Were these budgeted?
They were.
Both programs?
They were both budgeted in our 17 as well as our 18 budget. It covers the state fiscal year, so it runs from July to June. No, from
October
September to August. Sorry.
All right. And how long have we been getting these?
Both programs have been here since 1987. I believe the awards have been received since 2002.
Okay. Other questions?
No.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1236. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1237, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation for juvenile court.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
The first one is for the restitution funds, which we've collected from juvenile offenders. We've been able to collect more funds than originally expected in our 2017 budget. This is returning funds to the victims.
And the second two?
Sorry, and the second one is our DYS reclaim. With the DYS rebuild that they required this past year, running from July to June, we've had to move personnel around, and so while it was originally budgeted in one fund, the personnel have actually been shifted to a different fund to track the personnel expenses appropriately.
So why is it a supplemental and not a transfer?
We have the funds available. We can definitely do a transfer. Jane Tinker suggested just doing a supplemental appropriation.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Cy, does that
would
make
doesn't a transfer make more sense?
Yes, but either way is fine.
If we do a supplemental, then the other one would not be spent, so it would experience a surplus, so it effectively does the same thing?
Correct.
Is what you're saying? Okay. We don't like to do supplementals.
I appreciate that.
I think is where we're headed.
We can pull it and
Can we just change it to a transfer?
Modify it?
well, we'll need to know
Where does it come from?
Okay.
Well, is there, delaying it to next week, will that be a problem? Because there won't be a meeting on Thursday.
if you want to table it, we can go back and figure it out and come back.
We could do that.
Will that be all right with you, though, as far as your...
The only issue is payroll being processed and it being the end of the month.
do it.
but
We can do it today after
We can do
the
it.
session.
You and I will go back.
I can do that. Yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
I would feel more comfortable with
It
that.
seems more appropriate if the funds are there that we...
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah. We just aren't, we don't like to do supplementals unless they're really necessary, so.
I appreciate that. No, I can definitely figure out the numbers for you.
Okay, all right, so we'll table that
Okay. Thank you.
for the moment. We're going to have an executive session, so we can come back and do it after then.
All right, so let's,
Jennifer?
we'll just keep that all the same, and we'll move on to item number 9. Resolution number 17-1238, in the matter of authorizing the use of a procurement card for Regional Sewer District.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion?
The procurement card is for Jeff Hall, who is our new treatment plant manager at Alum Creek. So it's basically a replacement card for the previous manager there.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1238. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1239, in the matter of reappointing the members to the Berkshire Landing New Community Authority Board of Trustees.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Good morning, Commissioners. Jane Hawes, Communications Manager. First one we have before you today is for Berkshire Landing, simple reappointment of both Cy Keeley and David Stage. So we recommend approval.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1239. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1240, in the matter of reappointing members to the Millstone Community Authority Board of Trustees.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion?
Another reappointment. This one, even though we had just restarted this Board of Trustees, two of the terms for Cy Keeley and for myself are coming to a close, so we need to get the reappointment done for these.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1240. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1241, in the matter of reappointing a member to the Delaware County Board of Zoning Appeals.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
And finally, for the Board of Zoning Appeals, we have Mr. Jay Roberts to be reappointed. We recommend approval.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1241. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 17-1242, in the matter of approving a cooperative project agreement between the Board of Commissioners, Berlin Township trustees, and the county engineer for Pyatt Road improvements.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Riley, Chief Deputy Engineer. This project is involves improvement of the section of Pyatt Road between Peach Blow and Cheshire Road. It is a township section road. Basically, what this agreement says is that we will, the county engineer's office will provide the engineering for the project and assist with the right-of-way acquisition, and then also administer the construction phase of the project on behalf of the township. The township would pay all the remaining costs. Basically, the township will pay for the land costs as well as the construction costs. So basically, our involvement is to provide the engineering for them, as is provided in the revised code. So it's about a $2 million project the township is undertaking here. I should note this was originally, it was probably 10 years ago. There was an effort to undertake this project, but at that time there were some drainage outlet problems, and as you may recall, you've recently passed a ditch petition that will actually provide a drainage outlet for this project, and so I believe there's the desire to move forward with this project now by the township.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I had, was how does that tie into the ditch maintenance project that we approved? I mean, did that have to be done before this could be done, or are they done together? Are there savings by doing them together?
I don't know that there's any savings in doing them together, but the ditch petition did have to happen in order to create the drainage outlet for the road. So basically that project will provide the drainage outlet for about a quarter mile of this road.
Has Berlin approved this one, the trustees?
I believe they have, yes.
Okay, but the construction isn't scheduled for a few years. I think I saw 2022 as target.
That's correct. We've got certainly some time in getting the plans pulled together, and then the land acquisition will take some time as well.
Okay.
And the draining improvements will be done by then. So.
Yes.
Now, typically, the county participates with $50,000. Will we be doing that plus engineering, or is this one different?
If the township does proceed with a OPWC application, we have traditionally participated in that $50,000 grant match as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the question I had, too, is what's the likelihood of OPWC helping on this?
Tough to say right now. Generally, projects that rebuild or improve infrastructure score a little higher than simple resurfacing projects, and so if depending on the year, that I would assume the township will apply for OPWC assistance on this project given its magnitude. It will probably score pretty well relative to the other projects if history is any judge of the type of projects we see.
And I assume the fact that the high school is going to be open next year should help elevate the scoring on this, because that road is narrow through that stretch there.
It certainly is.
Go ahead. All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1242. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1243, in the matter of accepting improvements within the project known as Wilson Road Improvements for North Star Section 3.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
This is a project that the developer of North Star undertook this past summer, widening Wilson Road, kind of at the north end of their development. That work was completed a couple of months ago. We've done the final inspection. All of the punch list work is complete, and so we are recommending acceptance of those improvements.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1243. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1244, in the matter of accepting roads and improving recommended speed limits, releasing securities and establishing stop conditions for Vinmar Village, Section 2.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
This is a 34-lot subdivision in Genoa Township. All of the roads and stormwater improvements have been through the required one-year developer maintenance period, and we've done the final inspection and are recommending acceptance of the roads and establishing the speed limits and the stop conditions.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1244. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1245, in the matter of approving weight limit reductions on various roads in Delaware County.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
The Ohio Revised Code provides for reduction of weight limits on roads that are subject to damage during the freeze and thaw period in the late winter and spring. For years, really as long as I've been here, various townships have requested that their roads be limited, and traditionally we have done a 40% weight reduction from February 1st to June 1st. So we are recommending this list of roads. We are, and this is a list we have received from townships. I would note there are no county roads on this list. These are all township roads. We have reviewed the list to make sure that there aren't any, we're not creating dead ends for truck drivers that don't have an alternate route and that sort of thing. So with that, I can answer any questions.
Are these roads, will we mark them? Will they be marked by the townships to indicate the lower?
Yes, they will.
And then in the spring, we go back?
Correct.
Why no county roads?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. Frankly, the investment we've made in our county roads over the last 20 years, we don't feel that there's any county roads that are really subject to the type of damage that this section of code would mitigate. So I don't believe we've posted a county road for the last maybe 10 years since we've really brought our roads up to a condition where we think they can withstand any damage through the winter.
Okay, well, good. Good to hear. We'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 17-1245. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1246, in the matter of approving the plat of subdivision for Sunset Point subdivision.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
This is a small three-lot CAD subdivision located off of Orange Road between 23 and 315. All the necessary agencies have signed the plat, and we now recommend approval by your board.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1246. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Resolution number 17-1247, in the matter of authorizing the use of wellness funds to assist in funding the purchase of food, drink, and other amenities for the Employee Wellness Program.
So moved.
Discussion.
Good morning, Dawn Houston, Deputy Administrator, and we actually had a 36% increase in participation of our wellness program, which is great for this year. And with that, we had additional wellness program meetings where food and drink were provided. So we need to, with this resolution, basically in your approval, would allow for the proper payment and documentation of such. We had at the beginning of the year $1,000 that we put toward that purchase order, and we exceeded it by $114.51. So I'm recommending your approval.
All right, vote.
I assume it's all healthy.
That's right.
Wellness program.
Fruit trays, absolutely, yes.
Vote.
Vote on motion 17-1247. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Don. I want to go back and do the...
We can. It would be cleaner if the board wishes to just remove the firsts and the seconds, and we can read the brand-new resolution in front of the
Sure.
board, if that's okay.
Did I make the motion, or did-
Yes, you made the
I'll
motion,
withdraw
and
the,
Commissioner Lewis
motion.
seconded.
Yeah, second.
Okay, right. So we have a clean resolution in front of us from juvenile court. We'll reuse that same number. Resolution number 17-1237, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation and a transfer of appropriations for juvenile court.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Hello. Karen Watkins for the Juvenile Court. The first is the supplemental appropriation for increasing the restitution line for monies collected from juvenile offenders to return to their victims. And the second is a transfer of appropriations from one DYS program to the other DYS program, supporting the change in personnel appointments.
All right. So we're set now, Si, right? All right. We'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 17-1237. Mr. Merrill? Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
And that brings us to number 19 with administrator reports.
Good morning, Commissioners. I just briefly, wanted to congratulate and add a little bit more on to what Dawn was talking about. As we manage our finances, one of the biggest concerns is healthcare costs. And the grassroots program or the wellness program this year was extremely successful. I was able to participate when Cindy Blair and representatives from SEPCO and Anthem came out and had those like neighborhood meetings, so to speak. So I wanted to further compliment them to, when you lay out a strategy and then are able to execute on it, it's outstanding.
Great.
Even though it was $112 more, but still, there will be a tremendous long-term benefit to the county on healthcare.
Grant funds too from SEPCO.
Oh, were they?
They're not counting dollars.
Oh, SEPCO even funds the, okay.
Grant for the wellness.
I'll make a statement here. I attended one of those meetings as well. Don and SEPCO would be enthusiastic if the commissioners would participate, correct?
I'm sure they would, and I know the issues surrounding that, so hopefully you can participate. It's the...
Yeah, we can't get the awards, but we can participate.
Yes,
So,
correct.
that was,
Silly.
That's all. Yep.
Okay. Commissioner Lewis?
Just like to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for in our nation and in our county, within our families. So happy Thanksgiving. That's it.
I think I would echo that as well. Commissioner Merrill?
well, I wrote down Happy Thanksgiving, so I'll just say ditto. And I'll bet you did too.
I did too, yeah.
So, this is a time of the year where there's so much going on, there's so much animosity in our country that hopefully we can all just take a step back this week and be appreciative of what we have and how great a country we live in. And the only other thing I did attend a prosecutor's Saturday seminar on sunshine laws, et cetera. I attended the first half of it and had an opportunity to meet several of the new trustees in our county who I was impressed. I recall seeing at least 4 new trustees, or there may have been others, so it means that these new trustees were very diligent and are trying to get out and learn so they can properly serve
It's a
their
well-attended program, too.
It was full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a township trustee is complex, and there's a lot of issues going on.
That's all I have.
Okay. Just a couple other things. While we're on the topic of Thanksgiving, I want to be thankful that the Ohio State Buckeyes are in first place and going to the championship game versus that team up north that can't make it. Went to a chamber lunch last Thursday. Actually, all 3 of us were there. And Jason Bechtel from Westerville talked about MODE and some of the things going on in Westerville. Very exciting stuff, and MODE's been active, so it's good to hear what's going on there. Soil and Water Conservation District is having their open house tomorrow from 11 to 6 at their office, so if everyone gets a chance,
Just have
that'd
one
be good.
thing.
Stop by.
May I understand you, so even if the Buckeyes lose Saturday, they'll still be the master champs, and I think they play, I can't remember, play Michigan, is that right side? So,
All right. In Oklahoma?
just keep winning.
Keep winning, all right. All right, we do have need for executive session.
To Resolution number 17-1248, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of employment, and collective bargaining.
So move.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1248. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
So we're in executive session.
Trying to figure out whether Baker Mayfield